Alright, having already done a marker drawing and basically painting the light back on top of it with a colored pencil, this time I want to really make sure that we're thinking about how this paper can be the separator. So I'm going to do another sphere. It's just easy transitional form to be thinking about. Similar light direction, and really immediately in the process I start to separate one half from the other, light versus shadow. Get rid of the paper color completely here. Let the paper color be a transitional moment. Again, I feel like it's in the lighter half, so I'm going to look at it in the light to halftone range and bring, again, my similar reflective specular shine, lights coming down, bounces off that, comes into our eye, build away from that light source. Reflection, where you have a center brightness, center light, moving out into the halftones. Change my direction a little bit there, and a little bit around this way. And so if you're looking up at the other one, there's immediately a difference just based on how bright the ground is that I'm painting onto or drawing onto. That because this is black, you see so much more texture from the paper and the colored pencil, whereas the texture here is much less significant. So as I get closer to the paper color here, I'm letting it exist as the halftone, exist as that transitional stage between the brightest brights on the light half and the darkest darks, or even the lightest darks in the shadow side. So I really am trying to say immediately that the paper color belongs to the light. In the shadow, paper color is covered, even where it's a reflected light source. So let's say I put that sphere and connect it to the ground this time a little bit more. I'm going to start by really letting it work together here and fade into, maybe even lose the edge of the form. I'll bring it back, but I'll soften it. Okay, so we have a recessed shadow where it's connecting to the ground. I'll bring this out here, and I'm just using a pretty soft 8B because I know the texture of the colored pencil is pretty significant. I like the consistency of it here, but I'm going to take a sharp 6B and smooth this out a little bit. Again, I don't want to over sharpen this outside edge because it's so far from the surface it's casting it down to the ground that it needs to be a little fuzzy. It can be a little bit sharper here, but still not quite as sharp as you might make other things. But when in doubt, I also have an H here. I'm just going to lightly drag it across the surface, smooth the texture out a little bit. Not doing too much work. The amount of graphite that was on the surface there does most of the heavy lifting. This pencil, just being sharper and harder, smooths it down into the cracks. Let it soften the edge up here. And I've mostly just separated light and shadow here. I haven't built up the core shadow yet. I'll do that. And maybe find an HB or a B pencil. 2B will work as well. Just a little bit sharper, a little bit harder. When looking at the reflected light and the core shadow relationship, this part of the surface on the sphere is further away from the ground, so it's going to be darker. It's not going to have a chance to have as much light reflected up to it. It'll fall off as it gets up there. So you oftentimes find this little kind of wedge shape there. But building that up. And I can sit here and render, but you're basically getting the idea, hopefully. This is ultimately the lightest dark, that reflected light bouncing from here and filling it in. But that is still darker than anything on the light half. So I'm really trying to be very conscious of separating those light and shadow sides. And then everything else is icing on the cake. Let's say I wanted to brighten this up a little bit. Let the ground plane also get some light, like the previous one. But you'll absolutely see a contrast in value between the two that I've just done here. This feels like a white ball. This feels like something that's more mid-tone to dark because it does get so black. So there's a time and a place for all of this, and we're hopefully taking these experiments and figuring out what we're going to be able to use on our final piece.